Good morning to all of you. Today we start topic dis- destination life cycle. In today topic we discuss the introduction of destination life cycle. The destination life cycle concept, otherwise known as the tourist area life cycle, was proposed by Butler in a paper published in a Canadian Geographer in 1980. In the paper titled The Concept of Tourist Area Cycle of Evolution, the implication for management of resources, Butler explained a tourist area dynamics to mean its capacity to change with time. This change is regional and consists of diverse number of factors, including changes in the natural and cultural allure responsible for the initial fame of tourist area, degrading and portable situations of on-site facilities, and changes in the needs and preference of visitors. In some instances, the site of attraction, while in its remain unchanged, may be committed to different uses or seen as less interesting in relation to other destinations and sites. A tourism area is regarded as a product while contributes a complete entity, and it evolves going through successive phases named explosion, involvement, development, consolidation, stagnation, and post-stagnation, and creating a logistic curve in the shape of an S. The Butler linked the life cycle of tourism destination to that of a product. The sales of a newly manufactured product moves slowly initially, attains a rapid growth rate, peaks, stabilizes, and then starts an eventual decline. Illustrated this way, the patterns follow a basic S curve. A tourist destination gets a trickle of visitors at first because of poor facility, the inadequate infrastructure, and insufficient knowledge of site potential. With more facility, construction, and highly awareness, the number of visitors will increase. As more information is disseminated and even more facilities are constructed, the tourist area popularity will shoot up rapidly. An eventual decline in the number of visitors is, however, expected as the carrying capacity limit of destination is reached. The carrying capacity limit may be understood in terms of physical facilities like accommodation, environmental components like the quality of air and water. The social features, example, attitude and behavior of locals in the destination, with mounting use, which translates to increased pressure on the facility at tourist destinations. The, the allure of destinations fades in comparison or other areas, and the number of visitors will eventually drop. The Butler delved into studies on the characteristics of tourists to offer supports to his life cycle model. These studies show the attributes of tourists that visit an area and each stage its evaluation. E preference cone, who is classified tourist as institutionalized on non-institutionalized, differs exposure and individual mass tourist. Butler also examined blog descriptions of tourists and travelers as allocentric and mid-centric and psychocentric. The blog explained that allocentric tourists are usually the first visitor to a new destination. They are adventurous and typically do not like to revisit the same area. The allocentric tourists are followed closely by the mid-centric as an area become more popular. The last, the last sets of tourists are the psychocentric, which visit an area after it might have lost its popularity. The Butler's work served in originator of discussions about the potential of tourist destinations and possible way to sustain the potential. Butler noted that there is a capacity limit to tourist destination and that care should be taken so that the limit is not exceeded. He pointed on that every tourist site and a tendency to self-destruct if not properly damaged. Thank you everyone. In next video, we discuss the 6 stages of destination life cycle. Thank you once again. If you like our content, please like and subscribe our YouTube channel RPIT Academy.